Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Hoping that we are fine. It's a new day, it's a new week. We are ending January. Can you imagine? Now, 2025, 1 month down, only 12, 11 months now remaining to the end of the year 2025. Hoping that everyone is very fine. My name is Nanono Harriet. Happy to see each and every one on this Zoom call this afternoon, it's 10 minutes past midday East African time. I want to welcome Kabuye, Ida Kainda Osama, Harriet, my namesake, I see Ida Abdurazak, I see Mohammed, Edgar, Chanda, Madam Chanda. How are you? How are you? How are you? I see Abdul Kayemba George Navatan. Who is this one? Who is that? Narukenge. Another one is Mary Olive. Mary Olive. Who is this one? I see Mugume. I see Jallo. Is this Big Jallo? Is this Big Jallo? And myself. Happy to see each and every one of you. Let us inform others that we have started. Take a screenshot, go to the groups where you belong, and then tell them that we have started. Me, I've already posted. Please go and post. Go and post in any group where you belong, and then tell them we have started. 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 Tell them we have started, and then we get going. We get going. Let's tell them that we have started so that they come and then we continue. George, how are you? Whom have I not? Richard Maureen, AAB, you are most welcome. And who is here? Nankunda Rita, how are you? Okay, people are coming, 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 people are coming. Uh-huh. Marcos Maisha, how are you? You are most welcome. Who else? Who else is here? Okay, if we are here, let's continue. Let's continue. I want to welcome you to this last week of January. Last week of January, I want to thank those ones who came on Saturday at the Rita Hotel. We had a good time. We had good training from different leaders. It was a good one. And thank you for coming. And those ones who invited their friends also to come and take a look at what we are doing. That was also awesome. And again, Saturday this week. Saturday this week, we shall be there at Hotel Jerita Hotel. We shall be there. Then again, I want to remind you that next week on Saturday, it is going to be a full day members training. It is going to be at Emerald Hotel. We shall start at 7:30. We shall be serving breakfast at 7:30. Then the rest of the day, it will be training. We shall have lunch also. So, Fred, use your microphone. Right? Good. And on 8th, I have said at a fee of $15, that is around 50,000 Ugandan money, you will access that full members training. That 50,000 is inclusive of breakfast and lunch. Breakfast and lunch. Breakfast and lunch. Then it's training from different leaders. Expect to receive very good news. Very good news. We are planning this training in order to kick off our year ready and then steadily, and then we are going to see a lot of it. So make sure that you don't miss that. You don't miss that training on 8. Okay, today I'm going to talk about our topic this afternoon is all about the common mistakes we do while dating the robot. The most common, is it commonest or most common? Whoever can tell me the right English statement. Is it the most common or the commonest? You people did not study English. Someone unmute your microphone and tell me. Do we say commonest mistakes or most common mistakes?
Most common.
Most commonest. Most common.
Most common.
Most common. Okay, someone has said most common, another said commonest. You know, we are using English from different countries. We have American English and then it's British English. So all of them can be true. Most common mistake, commonest mistake, most commonest, whatever. But as long as we have understood what we are talking about, let's go, let's go. The young mistakes that we do, the young mistakes that we commonly do while we are setting our robot. And at the end of the day, you find yourself in a mess that you got into unknowingly, especially when we are still new. Or even, someone is saying, hello, Harriet. Yes, Deborah, hello, how are you? Happy to have you in this training. I'm going to point out like five common mistakes that people do while setting their budget. The first one, allow me share the screen and I go with them live. Mhm. Can you see my screen, friends? If you can see my screen that I've started sharing, put a thumbs up. Okay, Chanda has accepted that she can see. Good, good. If she can see, allow me. Let's go to the robot. I like how it opens my door. I like how it opens. Let me do it again. Let me do it again and then it opens and then we see. And we see how it opens. I love the way it opens. Good. Where we are going to. Let us first see the communication. Let us see communication for this morning. On 27th, they are saying refrain from using coins currently being traded on the refrain from using coins currently being used on the to ensure a seamless study experience, we kindly remind you to avoid using, checking, or direct selling coin currently being traded by those through or on the exchange. Such actions may lead to abnormal orders and unnecessary losses. Thank you for your understanding
Madam
and
Harriet, there is too much noise. We can't concentrate well.
cannot concentrate. There is too much noise.
Yeah.
Too much noise for cars or for people.
We don't know. It's like some sounds or like a radio like that.
Like the radio. I think it is the feedback. It is the feedback, the echo from the office where I'm seated. Now, what should I do? What
Now it's
should I
okay.
do? Now it's better.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm using earphone. Okay. Thank you for that. You know, someone was just keeping quiet. People, when you hear something wrong, you tell us. You tell us. Thank you so much for that. I've been reading this communication. Royal Q has posted it today in the morning, and they are saying refrain, meaning don't stop using coins currently being traded on Royal Q. That's what it means to refrain. Leave it. If you are having a coin which you are trading in Royal Q, don't go to your exchange and you do something about it. Maybe selling it from there, maybe converting it from there, or removing some money from it while in the exchange. Because when you do that, the robot will see that what it bought it's what no it is not what is there. So when it is time for selling, it will do an abnormal operation. An abnormal operation, again, you will lose some money. You know, sometimes people can remove money from the coin while they are in Binance, and then they leave the trade in royalty. And then before you know it, the trade moves up to positive. When it comes to selling, the robot is selling nothing, but because it has been in profit, it will deduct its fuel when it has already sold nothing. So that's why they are saying, please don't tamper with a trade which you are having in Royal Q in your exchange. Hoping that one is clear. That is the communication done today. Um, those ones who are trading LIT, that is Litecoin. No, not Litecoin. It is LIT, not Litecoin. Litecoin is LTC. LIT, that is LIT. If you are trading it, please stop trading it because it will be removed soon from Binance. It will be removed on 10th February. It still has some days. It will be removed from Binance on 10th. On 10th, okay. Which other communications? The rest are still the rest are old. We had them. Okay. Okay, the common mistake that people do while setting their robots. First and foremost, you should learn how to add your coin. Every time they add a new coin, please add them in your list. Someone is having Deborah, mute your microphone. Deborah, mute your microphone. Deborah, mute your microphone, please.
I'm trying to.
Mm, find it down there and then you click on that thing which is for microphone. When you tap on the screen of your phone, you are going to see that thing which is for microphone. Touch on it so that it gets across. Have you seen it? Yes. Good, 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 good. I go back. Every time they add new pairs, make sure that you add them into your list. When you don't add them, they will share a signal and you'll not be able to find that thread. Always come here at this class, then click on the spot which is between optional and features. Then from there come down and click all. The moment there are coins that or pairs to be added into your list, this all will be active when you click on it. And then on the right, you'll see add. You click add, then it means you have added them. If you don't have any pair to be added, when you click on all, it will not react. We continue. I want to go to the trade settings. I want to go to the trade settings. First and foremost, it is very, very important. You who is trading, make sure that these four boxes here up there, these four boxes up here, make sure that show statistics is on, and then pin coins to be deleted, let it be on. Okay? Show statistics, let it be on. Then pin coins to be deleted, let it also be on. Why? Because it is okay when we say show statistics, this button here, it is for showing you how much money you have invested in the trade. That shows statistics. It is to show how much money, the total amount of money that you have put in the trade. Okay, and then from there it is going to be showing you how many coins or trades are you having. So this trade this account has 10 trades, and then it will always be showing you how much money you have so far made in that day, and then it will also show you the total floating loss. Let me tell you people, floating loss is unrealized loss. Unrealized. It is not yet real. It is not yet real. It is just unrealized. That is an actual loss. It is not yet actual. You can only actualize it if you sell the trade in a loss. Okay? So that's why we call it floating. It is just a floating. Something which is floating, it means it is not yet dead. Something which has drowned, it is the one which is already dead. But something which is floating, we still hope that it can as well get out. And of which it is true in our business. We cannot trade without floating loss. Without floating loss, that one will always be there. No one should discourage you, no one should scare you that you in that business there is a floating loss, there is floating loss. In floating loss, times of floating loss, that's when we are stocking and stocking and stocking. Okay? In order after floating, then we sell. Times when the market is red is when we are buying and buying and buying, and as we are buying at low prices. So when the prices start going up, then we start selling. So when you see the market getting red, don't worry. Don't worry. It is normal. That's where our business is. The first mistake that people do, first and foremost, over trading. The commonest mistake, probably the most common mistake that people do is over trading. What is the over trading? That is having very many trades at the same time. You know, always people think that when the market gets red and you are having a trade which is running, that starting a new trade is the solution. It is not. It is not a solution. Starting a new trade because the other one has dropped is not the solution. That is a mistake, and it is so common. So common when someone comes in the business and he has some money. You know what they always say? Now this trade, I have $1,000. This trade has only taken $300, and now my $700 are there. I should start a new trade in order to utilize my $700. Then you start a new trade. As you start a new trade, because the market trend is going down, even the new trade you have started, it is also going to go down. So the money which would have been used by the first trade that you had to buy more assets at low prices, now you have put it in a fresh trade, which is also dipping. Before you know it, it has taken $300. Then you say, now I still have $400. You start a new trade. Again, it does the same. So at the end of the day, you are going to find yourself having three floating trades. Yet, if you had left all the money to be utilized by one trade, it would have bought as many margin calls as possible, covering a very big percentage drop. And then at the end of the day, you will be making money from the sub sales or money from the margin calls. I think this account here, the account has a very good capital, $12,000. But 10 trades are so many, are so many, are so many. If this one was left with enough money, this first trade, if it was left with enough money, it wouldn't be in 21 as percentage of floating loss of negative 21%. Okay? If this one was given enough money, then it wouldn't be in 54. But because the money was kept on, the owner kept on adding money, but again putting a new trade, adding money, then putting a new trade, adding money, then putting a new trade. And then now the coins, they are all here. They are all here. So I refrain, I oppose the statement people make that for you to trade with Royal Q, you should be having too much capital. Yes, it is okay when you are having a bigger capital. It is of great advantage, and that is if you know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, again, you will float. Now we are trying so much to correct the mistakes that were done on this account. The good thing, the owner understood. The owner got to realize where the mistake came from. Now you can see we are having around $740, which is not yet in the market. Before, this person could say, now I have 750. They have given a signal. Let me put another trade. Let me put another trade. So members, don't fight finishing your money. Don't fight finishing your money. Always keep the money there. For as long as you put a strategy, follow it, don't adjust. Okay? Common mistake. The first one is over trading. Over trading. Mistake number 2 that people do. We are going to see it from here. Mistake number 2 that people do. It is always here. There are people who start trade, and what they do, they leave the switch on margin call on, and then they also put AI margin call button on. When you make these 2 buttons on, you are confusing the robot. You are confusing the robot now. It will not be knowing what to do. Because when you say switch on margin call, it means it is supposed to use the manually created strategy. Okay? Manually made settings. And again, when you say, and then you leave on, you switch on AI margin call, it means you are Who is that
Madam,
one? Hello?
imagine calls zange ziri off.
Ani ono eziri off.
Onagaba.
Lwaki zaavuddeko? Agaba.
Wanzi.
Lwaki zaavuddeko margin calls zo? Oba ssente z'olina okuguzisa zaaweddewo.
Anti waliwo gwe natubuza nangamba okiyinza okuba nga zaaweddeko ate nga mbadde ninawe
Ani gwe wakibuuzizza?
natubuuziza madamu Kabejja.
Did she check and see whether your money is finished?
Njagala kwongerako USDT mbadde ninayo 30K naye nkazi sinafuna omuntu andayirekiti.
Ye toyina yakuleeta mu bizinesi mwana gwe Agaba. Ani yakuleeta mu bizinesi?
Madamu Harriet. Nanono.
Nze sinze.
Juliet.
Ogamba Juliet. Yakati mu contacting akuyambeko alabe ku screen yo. Osharinge screen yo alabe. Is the money still on or it is finished? Mu contacting osharinge naye screen yo alabe oba sente zo ze zaaweddeko. Kuba we ziggwako, of course, by a royal queue eba erina kuswitchinga off. The margin calls robot erina ziswitchinga off. Bakitegeeza terina kyegenda kuguzisa. Terina kyegenda kuguzisa. Yes. Bw'olaba nga zivuddeko eba ekugamba nti boss nandibadde nnyongera okugula but the money is finished. If the money is finished, then it means it doesn't have what to use again. But either you wait for what it bought to be sold, or if you have more money, you can add more money and then you buy more margin calls. Many times you people, when we tell you add more capital, it is not by force. We are always saying if in any case you are having some more money, please add on. It is not by force. I have had people on the internet, on TikTok, complaining. You know these people, when you say, my trade is not moving, they tell you add the capital. Now, you started with the $30 as trading capital. And then you are expecting it to buy how many margin calls? So when we say add the capital, it is not by force. You add if you are having. If you don't have, just be patient, because the market will always come back. Have we understood that one, members?
Yes.
Okay. Any other question about that? Any other question about that? Nothing. Let us continue. Brenda, I can see you putting up your hand. Brenda, I can see you putting up your hand. You want to ask something? Okay. I think they are recognizing. Now, Agaba, mute your microphone so that we don't get the feedback in your background. I go back. Another mistake. So every time you are trading, make sure that this AI margin call is off. Don't confuse the robot. When you put it on, it means you are telling it to use the default settings of the robot. And again, you have also left switch on margin call on. Then you are also giving it instructions that use my own settings that I have put. So now it is confused. Can it go with your own settings, manually created settings, or it goes with the default settings of the robot? So you can be there, the robot, it is not buying, it is there, not buying. And then say, I gave it 7 margin calls I see now it has dropped to 5%, but it is not buying. Why? It doesn't know what to do. You put two instructions, you put two commands. Now it doesn't know which one to go with. Have we understood that one? If you have understood that one, another mistake that people do while setting the robot, you can come with your trade settings and then you put them there. And you even come to here. Let us come here. Hello?
Madam,
Hello?
Madam,
Yes, please.
singa margin calls ozitaninga onu nga zibadde off nga totaddeeko kiki ekituukawo.
Of course, nothing, because it is not going to buy, because there is no money. How can you go to buy sugar when you don't have money? It will not buy.
Okay,
Yes. Again, it will switch off. The moment it detects that there is no money, it will automatically switch off the margin calls. So don't say that my robot is switching off the margin calls. I don't know. I switch them on and it switches off. The moment there is no money to use for buying, it will switch off automatically. So when you add the money, you come back and switch them on. I saw a hand here. Tushemereire, I had seen you unmuting your microphone. Yes, please.
Yeah. Thanks for teaching. I'm still confused. Where you say that if you have floating loss, you add your new capital into that coin. And then I'm wondering, what if I add that my other capital into that coin and the coin is to stay in floating loss for a very long time? Maybe help me clarify for me so that I understand it.
Where you are, there is a lot of echo. I've not heard your question very well. Maybe you can write it in the chat. Write it in the chat. And
I was saying,
yes,
is it now clear?
now it is
Yeah.
clear.
If I'm to add my other capital into that coin that is floating, what if the coin is down for a very long time? Is it safe, or I've not understood it well?
Now, when the coin has already dropped and you get more money to add in, mute your microphone. Mute your microphone. If the coin has already dropped, it means it has already gone cheaper. Its price is already low. So when you get more money to buy more margin calls, the margin calls are going to be bought at the current price, which is already down. Meaning, as it buys at that dropped price, a small rise of that current price for now, it will sell the margin calls. That's why we are saying when you get more money, put in that coin, that same coin. And when you put in that same coin, it will keep on selling. However much you are still seeing that it is having a big negative, but it will be selling the positions that it bought at a lower price. See, that's why we always say put your strategy in sub-bin mode real-time settlement, because you want the lower margin calls to be sold as independent positions. I don't know whether it is understood. Have you understood it, Olivia? Okay, yes. When a trade is already dropped, when you get more money, please add that very trade, because it is already at the bottom. It is already cheap. So when you buy from the bottom there, it will keep on selling from down there as you are still seeing it floating. You know, some people when they are talking about floating loss, they see the red and then they feel like they say that now this trade is not selling at all. It can be in a negative 30, but when it is selling, those margin calls which it bought down there when it dropped. So you can be in floating loss, but when you are making money in the margin calls. So the system for Royal Q, the way they made this robot, it keeps on buying. We call it dollar costing averaging. As it drops, you keep on buying. As it drops, you keep on buying. For example, if in the beginning you entered a trade and this coin its price was $10, and then this price keeps on dropping, and right now it is at $5. If you added more money and then it buys at $5, those assets it bought at $5 will not wait for this trade to go back to $10 in order for it to sell them. What it bought at $5 are going to be sold. Maybe when it comes to $5.5, it sells them. If it drops again, it buys them again. It comes up, it sells. What it bought at $6, it will sell it at 6.5. What it bought at 6.5, it will sell it as it comes to $7. Now, if it goes down again, it buys again and again and again up to $5. It is coming up 5.5, it sells. $6, it sells. 6.5, it sells. 7, it sells. 7.5, it sells. Until when one day, one time, it will come back to $10 and above, and then it sells what it bought in the beginning as you were entering that trade. Have we understood that one, members? If you have understood that one, please tell us. Mm-hmm. 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 I can see people have understood that. So never fear floating loss. You see someone having floating loss and then you say, hey, now this person is no longer making any money. Who said they are making money? Let me show you. Are you seeing this account? All these ones are floating. All of them are floating. But this person is making money. This person is making money. See? There isn't any day this person has not made money. See, on 21st is 0.6, on 24th is 19, 13, 1.7, today is already 2.2. Before the day ends, he will have made money. The mission is just not making money once and then you spend 2 months without earning anything. We are looking at having that consistent earning that comes regularly. At the end of the day, when you add them together, you will see that someone has made money. Let us see. Let us see from 1st of January, this person made $5, $10, $6, $5, $20, 8, 60, 2, 0.3, 1.5, 2.2, 2.5, 0.9, 4.4, 4.2, 2, 0.6, 19, 13. So this person has been making money. The whole month, every day, that person has been making money. Okay? The person has been making money the whole month. We understood that one, friend. Yeah? Mm-hmm. That one, we are done. Let's see another mistake. So this person is making money, but we are trying to correct the mistake that she did. I'll not mention the name. But we are trying to correct the mistake which was made before. So as soon as we correct that mistake, you will see. Now, the next mistake. The next mistake is always done here in the strategy mode here. There are people who set a trade and then you have given your trade more than 5 margin calls, but you forget changing and you leave it in whole warehouse. And you leave it in whole warehouse mode. When you leave it in whole warehouse mode, it means even if it has bought 30 margin calls, it will sell them all at once. It is better if you want to be making money, daily money, consistent money. It is always important to put in sub-bin mode real-time settlement. And you always do it before it buys the fourth margin call. When you forget and it buys the fourth margin call before you change it, then it will not be changed. It will not be changed. Are we there? make sure that as you are setting your trade, make sure that before you start the trade,
Madamu, nsaba
look at
kukubuuliramu awaawo sitegedde obulungi.
a wow water to get the service.
Awaayo ya house.
Do you know how to set a trade? Do you know how omanyi oba setting a trade gwe nga gwe?
Sinatiiga.
Kakati Juliet agenda kikusomesa. Agenda kikusomesa oba si ekyo jangu mu training y'essaawa 2 ogw'ekiro y'ebeera ey'abapya abakyali ku step by step. So this training committee is for those people who have been in the business 3 months and above. Abadde mu business emyezi 3 plus bajja wano kuba tuba tuli mu technical training. Naye eri ebya beginning, how to set a trade, how to divide your money, how to add money, how to withdraw, ebyo tubisomesa ku ssaawa 2 ogw'ekiro. So make sure that you don't miss that training at 8 p.m.
Nze sinaweza na nnaku 3.
Tonnaba nakozadde ennaku 3, which means you don't even know how to log in your account. Kati gwe jangu ku ssaawa 2 ogw'ekiro. Jangu ku ssaawa 2 ogw'ekiro ye wagenda okubeera training y'abapya ssebo.
Kale nnyo.
Okay. Do I have another question before I continue? Members, do we all understand the strategy mode? Cannot take a strategy mode. Michael is clapping hands. Then Brenda, she understands. Okay. Your mistake tugivuddeko. Tugikoze eki tugivuddeko. Another mistake that people do is here when we come to the trade settings. When we come to the trade settings, people make a lot of mistakes here. And the biggest mistakes are done here. Are they big? They are done here. In the margin call drop and then the multiple buying ratio. Someone comes and then says, first margin call, I want to buy it at a drop of 0.5. Another second call is at 1%, third call 1.5, fourth 2.5, fifth 2, 3, and 5. Now, someone starts a trade when he has put those settings. And then you see it is not trading, it is not selling, then you come back and then you change them. You change them, but when the robot has already done the buying, then from there, before you know it, you come and change the multiple buying ratio again. So you'll be there every time you wake up, you go to your robot and then you start changing, you click here, you change, you add just, and then you subtract, you add, you subtract, you add. At the end of the day, the robot gets confused. Because today you are giving it this instruction, then tomorrow you are giving another instruction, then the other day you are giving other instruction. At the end of the day, you confuse it, and then it get, when it was buying, it used another instruction. Now from there, you are putting another instruction. You are telling it to sell at 3%. Before it goes there, you add just to 2%. Before it is sells at 2%, now you are adjusting to 5%. So you are how do we call it? You are shifting the goalposts almost every time. If you have set a strategy, please follow it. If we have told you that as you are setting a trade, cater for at least 40% drop, please add here. If a trade you allocated $1,000 and the trade has taken only $200, don't be tempted to put more $400 because you are saying now it is rising. Let me add more money so that it goes with the good capital, with the good money, with the good amount of money. No, don't add just. If you set a strategy, stay with that strategy. You will love this business when you stay with that strategy. Don't have a trade and then before you know it, you say, there is this one which is pumping. And then you take the 700 because the trade is having $300. Then you take the 700 to buy that one you think that is pumping. By the time you take the money to that trade, you are thinking that it is pumping. Then this one, the original one, will want to buy more, and there is no money. Then it will tell you there is no money for buying, and then now you start changing. Now you want to get money from the other, and which you thought that it is going to pump. It has not pumped. It has also dropped, and then your money gets stuck. It is here hanging. The other side it is hanging. The other side it is hanging. So you keep confusing yourself, and at the end of the day, you start saying, this business, I didn't know. I wish I knew in the beginning. I wouldn't have doing this because things are just confusing. Things are just confusing. Any trade you put in, it drops. The trade you are putting in, it is the one that drops. Not remembering that you entered into a trade which had pumped so high. And then you also got money from the other trade which you had set very well. And now everywhere it is insufficient. So that one is a common mistake. People do it very well, too much, and at the end of the day, they start blaming the robot. Please don't blame the robot. The robot works with your instructions. The instructions that you give it, it's what it is going to use. It will not add anything. It will not deduct anything. What you have told it is what it does. Another mistake that people do, it is here. Are you seeing where the first buying amount is? There is this one, open position doubled. Someone can come in your inbox, Madam Harriet, for me, I don't know what happened with my robot. I told it to use first buying amount $100, but every time it is buying, it buys with the $200. I don't know what happened. Now, when you set your buying amount and it is $100, and on buying you see it buying using $200, it means you left this button on. Open position doubled. It means every position double it. That's what you told the robot to do. You told the robot to double the amount. Now, for example, here, the first buying amount is 200. When you switch on this button, it means you are telling it, buy with the $400. So you keep on seeing that every amount it buys, it doubles it. So make sure that this open position doubled, let it be always off. And then it will be buying using the amount you have given it. Where do we always make another mistake? Where we make another mistake? We make it where? Basically that, in the margin configuration, the open position doubled, then the what? The strategy mode, the sub-bin mode, the real-time settlement, and so on. Then we have also the AI margin call, and then the switch on margin call buttons. So we always make mistakes from there. Do I have some questions before I continue from that? Some questions about that before I continue? Let me check in the chat. Let me see. Marcos says, my big fear is when I see all negative of my coins. Katigwe. Marcos, please, if you don't want to see any negative, please leave this business as early as last month. That is the only advice I can as well give you. Because you will never see green all through. You will never see green all through. That is not business. There are times you'll see red, you'll see negatives, and there are times that you'll see positives. So if you fear negative, please leave the business as early as possible in order not to be disappointed. Because negatives will always be there. will always be there. The only thing you have to do is making your trade settings very well. If you accounted for 40% and you are sure that you accounted for 40% of your of drop for your capital, you accounted for your capital very well, then why do you fear? Why do you fear? Another mistake that we always do, what can I say? Another mindset that we are having. We want the market to do what we want. You will never force the market to do what you want. Never. Never. Do what you can do. Leave the market to move the way it is supposed to do. You put in a trade, you set a trade, you accounted for only 15% and all your capital is finished. Now this trade has dropped to 35%. What do you want the robot to do? Of course, it will tell you the losses are here. The negative is growing and growing and growing because it is you who did not set very well. The problem is not the floating loss. The problem are your settings. And also, you will never have trades which are in green all through because there is always time for buying and there is always time for selling. We are in a buying and selling business. We are not in a selling business alone. So if we are in a selling business alone, then where shall we get what we are selling without buying again? So there is time for buying and there is time for selling. Marcos, understand that. Chiemba Hassan says, I ask, do margin calls have limit? No. You can put as many as you can, provided you have the capital. They don't have a limit. They don't have a limit. You can say that for me, my trades, I am accounting for 99% drop. In case the coin drops 99%, your robot is still buying. Okay? So that they don't have limit. Helen says, Madam Harriet, is it possible to increase the number of margin calls of an existing trade that is in a floating loss after adding capital? Yes. Yes, you just go here. You just go here. You just go here, go to your trade, go to trade settings. Now this one had 7 margin calls. I want to add more 3 margin calls. I have made 10. Now I go to margin configuration. When I go to margin configuration, I'm going to say at a drop of 2%, please buy. At a drop of 2%, please buy. And I want it to use 0.25 because my first buying amount is 200. So I want it to use $50. I want it to use $50. And then after putting the 3 margin calls, 8, 9, and 10, I have explained how I want them to be bought. I say sure. Then after saying sure, I save the edits that I have made. I have saved them. And now you are going to see the robot is going to tell me that it is telling me it is to buy again. The next margin call is to be bought at 0.0000106. So we are waiting for, in fact, it has even changed because now it has changed. Now it has adjusted the price from where I last bought, and then now it is counting 2% from where I have found it. And it is saying when it drops up to 0.00098, now it is at 0.0099, only 1 pip down, and it will buy. Now it takes me back to the other person who said that if I add more money and then won't it float again? Yes, it will be floating, but the new money that you have added is buying as per the current price of that trade. And then it is saying that at 98 it will buy, then at 101 it will sell. If this one goes to 101, we shall see it falling. We shall see it falling. Remember, it had 7 margin calls. Now it has bought the 8th. It has just bought the 8th margin call. And if I go to transaction record, it is there. It has bought at at 12.59. It has bought using deal amount 50 USDT. It's what I told it to buy with, and it has bought. So meaning as it goes up to 101, it will sell. Now it is at 100. That is the current price. If it goes to 101, it will be selling the 8th margin call. Meaning, I have added more money right now. It is going to start selling. However much it is floating in negative 20, but it can buy, it can sell at 101. Now the current price is 100, just one pip, and it sells the 8th margin call. It drops, it will buy again. It goes up, it will sell it. Understood that? Helen, hope you have understood what I am saying. Another one is Mujuni Alan. Alan says, I think the mistake my leader did was putting my money in whole warehouse mode, and yet she set 20 margin calls and told me can't be changed once it has bought more than 4 margin calls. Clarify me, madam. Yes, I have explained that. I have explained that if the robot buys the 4 margin calls before you change the strategy mode, it will never change. What you do, just be patient and you wait for that trade to come up to sell all the margin calls that it bought. You have nothing to do about it. So I think maybe the leader forgot to change the strategy mode. We are also human beings, by the way. At times we also forget. Okay? Then Harriet says, talk about take profit and distributed allocation. Take profit, that is the percentage you want to sell at after buying. After buying, from the buying price, from the price you have bought at, you want a rise of what percentage in order for the robot to sell. That is take profit. Then distributed allocation. Distributed allocation is the percentage you want the robot to sell at the margin calls, which are the fifth margin call and above. The first 4 margin calls, the robot buys them, they are sold separately and they are sold as a whole. But margin calls from the 50th, 60th, 7th up to infinity, they can be sold independently. So the first 4 have their take profit, which is always 3%. Most times it is 3%. Like we say, the first 4 margin calls, they are sold most times we say 3.01. That is the whole position take profit. Whereas margin calls, the 50th and above, they are the distributed take profit allocation. They are distributed because they are sold independently. We always sell them at a 1.3%. They are always sold at a 1.3%. Hoping you have understood that one, Harriet. Then I go to Michael again. My Binance is warning me for renewal of ID. Mine will be expired on 26th of February. Only withdraw is restricted. Question: can I transfer money to Exchanger? Yes, you can. You can transfer your trades to other exchangers. You can transfer your trades to other exchangers, and then you can transfer them with all the trade settings. It is possible. But if you can get a passport, you can renew. You can re-verify your Binance using your what? Your passport. Also the meaning of multiple buying ratio. Multiple buying ratio, that is how much do you want the robot to buy for that with that margin call? How much? If you say the $20, do you want each and every time it buys, it uses $20, or you want to reduce, or you want to add? So that's what multiple buying ratio means. That's what multiple buying ratio means. Someone has been asking transfer. Yes, we can. When you click on your trade like this, and you say, I want to transfer this BTTC, this trade, to another exchanger. You come to migrate strategy. When you click there, you say, I understand. Oh, what you have to do is to first pause. If you are going to, first of all, you get the other exchanger. Click here and find out which other exchanger do you have. Have you verified it? If you have verified it, bind it to your royal queue. When you bind it to your royal queue, then the next thing you have to do, that trade you want to transfer, the trade you want to transfer, first pause it. After pausing it, now come and click on migrate strategy. I understand. Then from there, I can choose. Now here, this one is saying coin not supported, just because it is the BTTC is not in any of these exchanges. And also, I have never bound any of these exchanges to this account. It is only Binance which is bound there. So first of all, find out the trades that you are having. Are they in the exchanges that Royal Q works with? If it is not there, then there is no way how you can as well transfer it. Okay? But if it is there, then you can transfer it. Let me see whether I have. Now like this one, IDEX. It can be transferred to HTX, and they are saying API and bind. So which means it is not bound. So we have to bind it to the Royal Q, and then we can be able to transfer this trade the way it is with the ET13 margin calls. We can transfer them to HTX. So it is very possible when your ID is done, is expired, and you have nothing to do about it, then the strategy can be transferred. Have we learned something today? Have we learned something today? Mm-hmm. I think that is that. Some of the common mistakes that we always do. They are those ones. They are those ones. They are those ones. If I come across others, then I'll come back next time and I share more. Thank you so much for listening to me. Let's meet again at 8 p.m. We shall have another training for the new one. Agaba, please come for the 8 p.m. training. I'll be teaching new one. I'll be teaching how to set a trade. When they send a signal in the group, what do you have to do as a new person? That's what I'm going to be teaching in the evening at 8 p.m. I'll be the one teaching myself. Let me say, have a good day. See you then.